They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Roadrunners will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big.
Lots of room to run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooners. They're on the board first here in the season opener. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, Dave. And for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Got it on the outside, it's Lewis. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's up. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's up. Fights off a defender. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Big fella moving. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Motion from the wideout. Go straight ahead. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger. Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Wilson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Grab near the sticks. It's Henry. And he falls on top of his own fumble. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Pocket breaking down. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looking to throw, it's McCown. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He leaves it with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Rides the back on the option, the give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going with the ground game left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Working that left side now. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. They're looking to throw on second and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The official stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to pass, it's McCown. It's complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few